Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to look at this week. Let's start in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on the New York Giants. And this is J.J. McCarthy. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Vikings take care of business. The number 2 seed will get another home game in the divisional round. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And this is Christian Watson. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 58 yards for the score. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins hosting the LA Chargers. And oh, it's the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chargers prove they are a force to be reckoned with. The number 5 seed advances with a road win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the 4th and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. Black 40. Hut.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Okay.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready. Close. 10. There. Cut.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Black, steal, fight, 52,
Now Love. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down. Black, ultra. You, yellow. Ready.
Again, it's Love. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1-yard line.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave from a yard out. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
180.
Hurts. And he fires one incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
The coverage by Javon Bullard.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out. On anywhere. 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lloyd. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. Blaster, 6.
First down.
Green Jack. Blue Striker, 6. Mega. Set.
Glove. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
52 Blaster. Here we go. Ready.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft from 19 yards away. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Crowd left Yanni.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
For the Eagles.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On the set.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to be touched down short of the first. And it's fourth down coming up. On fourth down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
First down, Packers.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Edo Blue. Block, smash, red, green jack. Cluster, 6, 7.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing. Love. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
43 rail. Ready.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready.
Love now. That's to Kraft, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right through.
At the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
No touch. No touch.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 42 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Black Ultra. 50. Green. Set.
Looking to throw. Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Down. Cut.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
Love from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Black, 90, green jack. Hut.
Back to throw. Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Let's fight. 97, 52 points. Yellow, 6, mega, red, cycle. Set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but two incompletions since.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 73.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Easy, 63, back. Hey, Silver.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 31 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15.
Eagles 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Wait, here we go. 32, yellow.
Operating from the gun. Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Here's Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on second and 10. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
On first down, it's Henderson. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Barkley inside handoff. Loose inside the 30. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Packers 28, Eagles 20. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
33, yellow.
Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Black Ultra.
Now Love. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Complete, it's Dodson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
Red, cycle. Strike, blue. Ready?
Looking to throw. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. Will Green. Down. Smash. Red. 45. White.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop the throw. This is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A handoff, Barkley running left. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Great.
A run on first down with Shipley. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Great. Set. Anyone else? Time left game. No touch.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Packers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
6, black, 95. Ready?
Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Yellow. Set.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Black. 33. Yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now McManus for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Ties the game, 35-35.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And he returns this to the 22.
Dotson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 171 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, touch, touch. 180, 180. 63, 63, 63. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. They get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
He's going deep for Brown. He's got it with the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Packers 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And fighting down inside the 25. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Blue, green, jack, 6, mega, yellow, jack.
To throw now, here's Love. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Running left, it's Barkley. 20! And they move this all the way down to the 9. Man, 220 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Let's go.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Trimmer.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On for the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Let's drill green.
Now Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Love. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Love. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
On the set.
Here's first down.
Yellow.
Love looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now Love. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.